folks, this is Siggi. Nice to see you again, nice to have you here with me. Today you see me practicing a little bit of technique that is influenced by Mark Knopfler, who is, I think, or whose roots are very much into finger picking, fingerstyle guitar. And well, what I want to show you is my experience here with this little riff, or riffs like, that one, or okay, let us start with the first one. In fact, it sounds like rock and roll. Is a bit of, I think, in the style of Walk of Life. And I came upon it because I was practicing these finger style things. I need a thumb pick, but you don't need to. As you know, Marky normally plays without any plastic plectrums or whatever. And well, here we go. In fact, it has its origin in rock and roll, rockabilly, and a lot of people know this one here. It's something like that. You play the open A string as the bass note, and then you change between your first finger on the left hand and the third finger on the left hand in the second and fourth fret. And you only try to hit the A and the D string. You know, something like that. Now, what do I do to get that, what you listen to? I bar my finger here and press down the second fret of the G string as well, so that you hear both these three, we hear three notes. You see, the bass note starts together with the note on the G string and the D string. And as a next step, I use my index finger and play both these strings. And then, on the way up, I hit the D string. Try to play this first. Then the next step is to use the bass string with the thumb. Not so easy to explain, very slowly again. And then with the middle finger. Now the first finger. And this fourth fret, second fret on D string. Very slowly again. It's not easy to do it slowly. Then you can start to speed it up. And I hope when you practice it a lot, it starts to groove. I go up to the D. Play a normal chord with it. Maybe you find this an inspiration and like to work on it. The Money for Nothing lick is explained very nicely in a lesson by a guy who has got a channel called MK for Mark Knopfler guitar style. Take a look at him, and he really does a great job. You can watch this from behind the strings where he managed to install a camera, and then he plays a thing like that. He calls the technique claw finger technique, something like, well, your fingers are like a claw, and sometimes the thumb and the index finger hit the same string. This is in the feel of it, yeah? And watch that guy, he does a great job. Or, you know, Mark Knopfler for this here. Yeah, you have to practice it over and over, and then it starts to roll. Maybe it is a roll from a banjo kind of technique, and when you want to play this, practice this, then you put your first finger, this is not the original key, I think the original key is here. I explain it here, it's easier. You put your first finger in the 5th fret, pinky in the 8th, start with your middle finger, pull off, then use your thumb on the 5th fret of the B string, once again, E string, pull off, thumb for the B string, and use your index, your first finger on the right hand, for the E string again. Very slowly. When you practice long enough, it starts to roll. Not always, you see there are little irregularities, if that's the word. But you see, you know this is the way to practice it. And when we go on and you take a look at let's say guitar lessons given by Mark Knopfler himself, then he points out that he's started with fingerstyle like this, hitting the A string, D, E, D. This is the main bass in fingerstyle. I have a C chord in the left, and then you can start. And start to play melodies. Go tell it on the mountain, yeah. And so on. I saw him playing Freight Train. Or blues stuff. Things like that. More. Well, no, this is really, these are, I think, his roots, and when it comes to solo playing, to play licks partly taken from country with a technique that you use open strings that hit, that are filled in his playing, or like that. So once you get interested in this and start to do something, you find stuff all over YouTube, and maybe this was a bit of an inspiration. And well, I hope to see you again soon, and bye bye.